How did you find the nation of God's and earth? How did you become a part of that?
Well, like I said, I was birthed into the nation from birth because my father was the sparring partner of Muhammad Ali. And I
Wow.
was just showing these brothers across the street because
Wow.
they had, the little T-shirt hat store and the dude telling me bow bow. So they got a T-shirt up there that said the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali. So I said, yo, up until from birth until the age 7 or 8, I was raised by that man. Oh, Muhammad Ali. So I went into my phone and showed them my birth certificate. But on my birth certificate, it says father's profession. It says Cassius Clay's sparring partner.
I didn't know
You
that.
got the phone?
Nobody.
Bring it up, though. Bring it up before I can show the guys
Yeah.
so they can bear witness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on my birth certificate in 1967, Cassius Clay's sparring partner. He already was in the Nation of Islam, but it was a certain type of people. I was in a Jewish hospital. They was against him at the time. So they didn't put Muhammad Ali, they put Cassius Clay. So my father was Ali's sparring partner. My father's name was Melvin Mojo Turnbull out of Cincinnati. He was Ali's sparring partner. Where he was in New Jersey, came out the war, he was in New Jersey. At my mom's, at the time, Ali was coming back and forth to Paterson, New Jersey for Reuben Hurricane Carter, which is the Denzel movie,
Yeah, the movie.
Hurricane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was a true story. And rest in peace to my mother. My mother ran numbers. My mother was a part of the number racket in Paterson. So, it's like, the numbers game is what was popping. You know what I mean? So my mother met my pops, introduced him to Ali. He sparring with Ali, bow bow. And so during the time of my birth, they delegated Muhammad Ali as my godfather. So my government name is under Dennis Vital. My government name is Todd Ramakan, like Farrakhan, but Ramakan Turnbull. So I was born into the Nation of Islam. I was raised, I never ate pork chops, chitlins,
Never.
pork and all that, blah, blah, blah. I
Wow.
might have eaten pork in like byproducts like Oreo
Yeah.
cookies,
Not,
Susie
but not the
Q's,
real. Yeah.
but young.
Yeah.
And Muhammad Ali, whenever he would come to Jersey and all that, he would bring Joe Namath helmets, from the Jets. He would bring me Everlast gloves, and he always used to do this and have me hit his hands. And I remember I saw this on the T-shirt, but I remember he told me this. He said, "Yeah, young man, don't count the days, make the days count." Because I was about 6 years old and I was playing Martin Luther King in a school play. And I had to memorize the whole I Have a Dream speech. First grade, 6 years old. I busted out. If you and anybody that think I'm false advocating, there's Troy Sanford, Janet Reed, Lynn Dunn, a lot of people who I went to school 21 with in the first grade, and they can attest that I did that. So I guess that might have been, you got it? I show big. That's my assistant, Heather Harris.
How you doing,
You know what I
husband?
mean? Let me see. Now, this is my birth certificate. Wait, I think, boom. Now, look. Now, remember February 23rd. Now, remember the father's born day, February 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Now, you look right there. Right? You can see my government name,
Yeah.
Todd
Mm-hmm.
Ramakan
Yep.
Turnbull. What's father's profession?
Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay sparring partner.
Wow.
That's my birth certificate. Feel me?
Wow.
So, Layla, you know what I mean? Layla Ali, May, Muhammad Ali Jr., I know them, we built, they might feel, oh, everybody really. No, I was raised by the greatest of all times. I was raised in Islam. Shout out to Uncle Barney. Shout out to Willie Muhammad and them from, all this is my Paterson, New Jersey, should I say heritage. 11th Ave, 24th Street. 24th Street between 11th and 12th Ave. But that's where I grew up with Islam. So as I went back and forth from Jersey to the Bronx, in the Bronx, I would get the black man is God. So it wasn't like, oh, I ain't run away from it. And I was like, oh, yo, we already Islam. And I'm like, what does that have to do with Islam? It's still Islam. Introduce you to the Father, Clarence 13X Smith. Okay. And being young, that's what I chose at the age of 13. But when I chose to become a 5% God body or said person that ability, I stayed with it. Now, what you might know, and we see a lot of brothers, you get a righteous name, and now you still that same person. Maybe you don't eat pork, but you're still that same person. But you're not building. Me, I got a cousin out there named Knowledge Born Mustafa, my cousin Rennie. He was from Queens, but everybody would tell you, oh, Rennie from Patterson. Now I was born from Patterson. No, he's from Queens. But, that's how life used to be. It's like, our families wasn't 9 to 5s. So it's like you in Jersey and you safe. Then when things happen to your parents or whatever, now you gotta go back to New York. Which now you in New York, you got a whole abundance of things that you learn. Number running, trains, graffiti, all that. So myself and Knowledge Born, we both been on that. And that's really like that's really like the only person that I really build with in Paterson, New Jersey. Other than Natural Born, King Civilized, King Supreme, Supreme Just Born, Be Just. Other than them gods, and it's about 5 to 6 real builders. Other than that, I can't claim it, and I don't. Now up in the Bronx in Pelon, I got Life Supreme, I got Shamel, I got Dark Kim, I got Foundation, I got the God Foundation, Absolute, I got Rakim, Ra Lavelle. And I'm gonna go on and name all the gods, the twins
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
everybody.
Yeah.
You feel the twins, they other brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And it's like that's my whole cipher, God. You feel me? So it's like, and we live and breathe mathematics, whether we wrong or right. Whether we argue it, we ain't gonna never, go through it like that, but we're gonna debate, God. We're gonna go through warm currents and cold currents, and some currents gonna be swift and changeable. But you're gonna still be my brother, Big, and that's what we taught you, and that's what you already
Absolutely.
know.
That's exactly
You've
what
been
I
at the
was taught.
school.
Yes.
That's why it's in
Raised there.
the school is in disarray right now, because you know what? Remember, firstborn Prince used to tell the guards this when something they couldn't figure out. He said, yo, leave it, God. Let the babies figure it out. We them babies, God.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
now we the elders.
Yeah.
We the Shashas, the Kaleems,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah, that
Dumars.
quick. Yeah, that quick. Yeah.
You feel me? Real
No
quick.
doubt. Yeah.
And what is
Yeah.
what have we done? What are we
Where
doing?
we
Yeah?
are. Yeah.
So I put a build out today on this Culture Freedom Month with some Cypher Day, which is Easter, the resurrection of Christ, allegedly. I put the build out. Me and the what they call the Muslim gods, we about to resurrect 5% Nation, yeah? Like it or not. And it's two things that we do not waste time on. Do you know that? We will not set up home and wait for a mystery God to bring us food. We ain't gonna wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can a Muslim reform the devil? The degree says no. You see me running around with little Heather. She's German. She Caucasian. Oh, well, a God, why he running with the devil? But see, when you acknowledge that degree, God, it says, unless
Yes.
you born to reform that devil back. But how long is that going to take, God? 600 years. We don't got that time. So the prophets agreed. We remove the devil rather than striving to reform them. But you can reform devil. Allah's God. We can do that. So for all the brothers out there and all you little backsliders and the old guy, he got a white wife, he running around with a Caucasian. Either bear with me or miss me. I'm the real deal. I'm not one of them rap gods. I'm not one of them gods that I'm a rapper. I take building first. I do this first before I care anything about being a billionaire like Jay-Z or running around on tour like Wu-Tang or yelling and jumping and using profanity like Busta Rhymes or sounding ignorant like Lord Jamar. I'm true and living God. I can manifest everything within my square, which is the day's mathematics.